Hi, it's Ron MacLean from Hockey Night in Canada and Rogers Hometown Hockey. And as we sit in isolation during COVID-19, I thought of something. When my dad was laid up in hospital at the end of his life, Dad died in 2015, I would sit bedside and read to my father the way 50 years earlier, my father would be bedside or my mom reading to me. There's no question, stories are like music and they provide a lot of comfort. And so if you know someone or if you yourself would like to enjoy this poem, I thought I would read it to you. It's from Dennis Lee and his compilation called Heart Residence. The poem is The Cat and the Wizard. Enjoy. A senior wizard of high degree with a special diploma in wizardry is trudging along at the top of the street with a scowl on his face and a pain in his feet. A beard, a bundle, a right-angle stoop, and a cutaway coat embroidered with soup, a halo of smoke, and a sputtery sound, the only real magic magician around. But nobody nowadays welcomes a wizard. They'll take in a spaniel, make room for a lizard, but show them a conjurer still on the ball, and nobody wants him or needs him at all. His bundle is bulging with rabbits and string, and a sort of machine that he's teaching to sing, and a clock and a monkey that stands on its head, and a mixture for turning pure gold into lead. He carries a bird's nest that came from the ark. He knows how to tickle a fish in the dark. He can count up by tens to 1,000,003, but he can't find a home for his wizardry. For nobody nowadays welcomes a wizard. They'll drool at a goldfish, repaint for a lizard, but show them a magus who knows his stuff. They can't slam the latches down quickly enough. Part 2. In Casaloma lives a cat with a jet black coat and a tall silk hat, and every day at 4:30 she sets the table for 12 or more. The spoons parade beside each plate. She pours the wine, she serves the steak, and shreddies and turnips and beer in a dish, though all she can stomach is cold tuna fish. But a cat is a cat, in a castle or no, and people are people wherever you go. Then she paces about in the big dining hall, waiting and waiting for someone to call, who won't be too snooty for dinner and a chat in the home of a highly hospitable cat. And every evening at 8:30, she throws out the dinner and locks the gate. And every night at 10:30, she climbs up to bed by herself again. For a cat is a cat, in a castle or no, and people are people wherever you go. Part 3. I can do this. Part 3. One day they meet in a laundromat, the lonesome wizard and the jet black cat. And chatting away in the clammy air, they find they both like solitaire and merry-go-rounds and candlelight and spooky yarns that turn out right. They stroll together, chatting still, to Casaloma on the hill. And there the cat invites her friend to share a bite if he'll condescend. And yes, the wizard thinks he might, but just for a jiffy and one quick bite. An hour goes by like a silver skate. The wizard moves from plate to plate. 2 hours go by like shooting stars. The cat produces big cigars. And there in the darkening room they sit, a cat and a wizard, candlelit. At last the wizard takes the pack from his creaking, reeking, rickety back. He sets it down with a little shrug and pulls a rabbit from under the rug. And before you can blink, he's clapping his hands. And there in the doorway, a peacock stands. Now he's setting the monkey upon his head and turning the silverware into lead and counting by tens from 100 to 4 and making a waterfall start from the floor and juggling a turnip, a plate, and a dish and turning them all into fresh tuna fish. The cat is ecstatic. She chortles, she sails from the roof to the floor on banister rails. And soon the whole castle is whizzing with things, with sparklers and flautists and butterfly wings. And all through the night the party goes on, till it stops in a trice at the crack of dawn. And the wizard installs his pack in a drawer, while the cat tidies up the living room floor. And as the sky is growing red, they tiptoe up the stairs to bed. The wizard's snore is rather weird. The cat is snuggled in his beard, dreaming of tuna fish end to end, and rabbits, and having a brand new friend. Perhaps you wonder how I know a cat and a wizard can carry on so. Well, if someday you chance to light on Casaloma late at night, go up to the window, peer inside, and you'll see I haven't lied. For round and round the rabbits dance. The moon is high and they don't wear pants. The tuna fish patrol the hall, and butterflies swim in the waterfall. And high and low with a hullabaloo, the castle whirls like a tipsy zoo. And there in the corner, if you peer, two other figures may appear. One is dressed in a tall silk hat, the queen of the castle, the jet black cat. The other's a wizard of high degree. The wizard is grinning. The wizard is me. That's Dennis Lee from a century of poems. It's called Heart Residence. And doesn't that fit? It's not how we dwell, but living well. My love and strength to you.